In just hours from now, the Justice Department set to release its review of the response to the school shooting in Uvalde. It's been almost 2 years since 19 kids and 2 teachers were killed inside Robb Elementary.
Attorney General Merrick Garland spent yesterday in Uvalde viewing the 21 murals for the victims and talking with their families. Since the shooting, Texas officials and law enforcement have been under intense scrutiny for how they responded.
Tiffany Liu is live in our newsroom with more this morning on what we can expect from that report today. And we know it has been a very long wait for these families.
Yeah, and every day it does not get easier for these families. Accountability and change, those are the words that we continue to hear from these Uvalde families, and they are hoping that this new report is a step toward that. It was May 2022. A mass murderer took the lives of 19 children and 2 teachers. There were nearly 400 officers on scene. It took them 77 minutes to confront the lone gunman. The Department of Justice has looked at law enforcement response, from officer training to command response, deployment of resources, and even support in the aftermath for victims and families. Now, nearly 2 years later, that report will be released to the public this afternoon. Families just last night were briefed by Attorney General Merrick Garland about what they could expect.
We still have to process it emotionally and try to hopefully that this will bring some changes and some accountability that we have been fighting and asking for since the very beginning.
We want people to be held accountable for what they didn't do that day, you know. That's all that's left.
Now, I want you guys to remember those 19 children and 2 teachers killed at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, and their faces are painted on 21 murals. And yesterday, Garland went from mural to mural before meeting with the victim's family. Now, once that report goes public, we'll expect to hear from Garland in a press conference.
I have a lot of emotion going right now. It was a lot of information, and I guess the next step is to find out what will be done with this information.
Some of the families have told WFA that they'll share their thoughts too as they get details from the Department of Justice report. And of course, we have a team down in Uvalde covering all of this. Kara, let's send it back to you.
Thank you for the update, Tiffany. And we will have team coverage on this report online and on air throughout the day. Coming up in 30 minutes, our Natalie Haddad will have more on what has happened here in Texas since that shooting. And you can watch our digital coverage starting at 12:30 today on WFA+. You can search WFAA on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV device.